The year is 2020, and a virus is about. Then there was Josh, alone in his house, scrolling on his phone when something caught his eye. A Panasonic announcement, the Lumix S5. He scrolled through the specs with a smile on his face that turned to a grimace when he saw the date.
It comes out this week,
He said,
but I'm currently broke.
with the virus and bills, his life was a joke. Then his eyes widened, almost out of his head.
I have credit cards
He exclaimed.
and credit card debt.
So he runs to his office and sits at his desk, types in the numbers, pre-orders.
Yes.
He waited and waited for the day to arrive. But life moves slow when you're constantly checking the time. So he got up and did something. He went outside.
It's raining out there. Do I
Yeah, we
have
still
to?
have a lot to cover, man.
Honestly, can we just fast forward to the part where the camera gets
I mean,
here?
yeah, we'll get there eventually. We still have the driving scene, the meet cute scene, the heartbreak and self-reflection scene. And don't forget about the epic conclusion where you chase her down at the airport and stop her from taking that international
I just
job.
feel like it's a little over-ambitious. We should probably cut it.
But it took me 2 weeks to write this.
I know, and I feel terrible. But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like we should just speed things up a little bit.
Why are you always taking shortcuts?
I'm not taking shortcuts.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. All I'm saying is people clicked on this video to know whether or not the S5 is still worth it today.
And that's what the poem is telling
They
them.
don't want to hear a poem, man. They want to see the camera.
We've been shooting on the camera this whole time.
I know that, but they want to know whether or not it's still worth it today, not if it was worth it in 2020.
Well, obviously it fucking is.
Watch your fucking language. This is a family-friendly channel.
I'm just saying the poem tells them everything.
Everything, really. It covers the fact that it has a 24.2 megapixel sensor.
Yes, obviously.
Does it also cover the incredible in-body image stabilization, which rivals cameras that are still coming out today?
Yes.
And 422 10-bit?
And it's full frame. Yes, it covers all of that.
Does it mention that it gets packaged with Vlog, so you get 14 stops of dynamic range?
Yeah, we know. It's an incredible camera.
And that you could find used kits online for under $1,000.
I know.
What about the ability to shoot 4K ProRes and 6K ProRes RAW externally?
Right, it's all great. Now let's just say all of that, which I already wrote in the
I don't
poem.
want to read the stupid poem, man.
Why not?
I just want to get to the facts on why the camera is still worth it. Like the fact that it shoots 4K 60.
Yeah, but at a crop.
Yeah, but only in APS-C, which is actually closer to the Super 35 look anyway, which benefits filmmakers.
Okay, then what about autofocus?
Well, I mean, it's contrast-based, but 90% of the time I use manual focus, and the times I do need autofocus, it works just fine.
next you're probably going to mention the variable frame rate.
Yeah, the ability to shoot up to 180 frames per second is incredible.
At 1080p.
It's the same sensor, the same colors. You could upscale that in a 4K project and no one would know the difference.
I said all of this in the poem.
We're not Kendrick Lamar. We don't need to be poetic about it.
Okay, then how would you like to tell them?
By just telling them.
That's a boring video, man.
It may be boring, but at least it's straight to the point.
We're doing the poem.
No, we're not. We're cutting
Then the
it.
video won't make any sense.
Seriously, man, just go home.
I live here.
Then go to your fucking room.
You're not my mom.
I didn't want to do this.
Really? A gun?
Go to your room.
You're not gonna pull that trigger, man.
I'm not playing with you, man. Go to your fucking room.
We're doing the poem.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
No.
We're doing the poem whether you like it or not.
Say poem. One more time. Poem. Why do people always get shot in my videos? I'm gonna go make a sandwich.